Narcissists don't just walk away. They abandon, ghost, discard, and cut off anyone who ever tried to love them, guide them, or help them grow. And they do it with an ease that feels cruel. They leave like nothing you gave mattered, like none of your support, compassion, or loyalty ever carried weight. But what comes next is the part people rarely understand. Their departure isn't the ending they imagine it is. It becomes the beginning of their unraveling. When they run off in their own direction, they do it with arrogance, expecting a better life to greet them. But that fantasy collapses quickly. Life doesn't bend to their entitlement. Reality confronts them, consequences meet them, and suddenly, they start losing their grip. They become frustrated, angry, resentful. And who do they blame? You, the very person they pushed away. In their distorted logic, you should have stopped them from leaving. You should have chained yourself to them, blocked the exit, rescued them from their own decisions. Their mind twists the storyline. If you really cared, you wouldn't have let me go. They forget every attempt you made to reconcile, every olive branch you extended, every moment you begged for clarity. None of it counts. They are unfillable, ungrateful, insatiable beings. Nothing you could give was ever enough. And when their new life begins to crumble, when loneliness and consequences hit them in ways they never expected, they rewrite the past. They decide you are the reason they're now suffering. They decide things only fell apart after you were gone. So, in their minds, you must be to blame. What they fail to recognize is simple. You also face struggles after they left. You also face pain. But unlike them, your pain awakened you. It did not rot you. This isn't a punishment from the universe. It's protection. Staying with someone who never valued you would have only drained your spirit. You thought they cared. You thought you mattered to them in ways that would last. But intentions don't change because we wish they would. They had no morals then. They have no remorse now. When the spell breaks, it hurts. A year can still feel fresh when you spent so long believing the bond was real. The grief, the anxiety, the darkness that follows, it's part of awakening. You're seeing the truth of who they were and the truth of who you are becoming. Trauma doesn't define you. The fog will lift. The brain heals. The heart learns to breathe again. But they won't heal. They don't self-reflect. They don't grow. The longer time passes, the stronger you become, and the more unsteady and hostile they grow. They regret the very choices they made. They feel foolish for walking away from the stability, empathy, and grounding you provided. And because they can't take accountability, they turn their regret into vengeance. This is why distance is everything. Space gives you clarity. No contact gives you freedom. These people are unpredictable, unstable, and dangerous in the ways wounded egos can be. Protect your peace. Change your number if you must. Move if you can. Let them live with the consequences of a life they chose. You were never the problem. You were the stability they only learned to value when it was too late. You were the peace they abandoned. And now they want what they can no longer have. That is their burden to carry, not yours.